Hello, York families, parents, and student athletes. My name is Rob Wagner, and I am the assistant principal for athletics at York. Welcome to the 2020-2021 season. There's no doubt that this school year and this athletic season will look different this year. Due to the COVID situation, there are different protocols and guidelines that we must follow. I want to congratulate your son or daughter for being part of an athletic team here at York. It is a great honor to serve them, and if they ever need anything, we're here to support them. This year's preseason parent meeting is going to be a virtual meeting to lay out the expectations and guidelines and rules for playing a sport this year. You can find all this information on the York Athletic webpage. I will put up a link here and show you how to navigate through the York Athletic website. In order for your son or daughter to participate in athletics, they must first register online, and you can do that by going to the York Athletic website and registering prior to each sports season. All that information is there. Your son or daughter must also have a physical that is up to date. Physicals are good for up to 13 months. If your physical is going to run out for your son or daughter, make sure you know when that date of expiration is. Student athletes must also pay an athletic fee for each sport. We ask that parents hold on paying the fee into a week or two of each season and after tryouts and rosters are finalized. Student safety and staff safety is our top priority. Again, this year is just going to look a little bit different in athletics, and there are safety guidelines that we need to follow. We are limited to groups of 50 when working out, practicing, or competing, and that includes coaches, athletic trainers, and athletes. If we're inside, that group of 50 is limited to a space. If we are outside, we can have more than a couple groups of 50, but they have to maintain a social distance of 30 feet apart from each other. We always ask that student athletes maintain 6 feet of social distance, whether they're inside or outside. Athletes and coaches must wear masks inside at all times and outside when they are not competing or doing physical activity. Coaches must always wear a mask inside or outside. This year, we will only compete in the West Suburban Conference. We will not host any large invites or attend any large invites or play any other schools outside the West Suburban Conference. There is no spectators this year for competitions, and I know parents, that's a very difficult one. I'm a parent myself, and I definitely want to watch my daughters compete, but I am not able to do that this year, and either are our parents here at York. The reason why is event management. With the limited guidelines that we have of groups of 50, making sure everyone's wearing masks, making sure everyone's social distancing, making sure we don't go over that 50 is just impossible to manage and also run athletic events for your son or daughter. So no spectators this year, parents. There's also no locker room use, and that's also going to be tough and difficult to navigate through. I'm working with our coaches and working with our athletes to figure out what we need to do for specific sports, such as swimming and other sports that have equipment. And that is a work in progress, and we'll communicate that to the student athletes. Students must always bring their own water. We're not able to provide water bottles or water jugs for them, so they need to bring their own water every day for practice and competitions. Make sure they bring plenty of it. If you have any questions in regards to practice schedules or competition schedules, please, again, go to the York Athletic website and make yourself familiar with that page to find out any of that information that you need for the upcoming season and schedules. Being part of a high school athletic team is beneficial in so many ways for your son or daughter. Physically, mentally, the social aspect. Athletics develop work ethic, leadership skills, team concepts, and allows students to be an advocate for themselves. Along with that goes communication. Communication is vital for any program. I just ask that your son or daughter be an advocate for themselves. And if there's ever a situation on a team, that your daughter or son go to the coach first. Encourage your son or daughter to be advocates. Parents, if you want to get involved in a situation that has not been resolved with your son or daughter going to the coach, then that's fine. Please contact the coach before you get me involved, though. I am the third part of the the process. If you contact me first, I'm just going to ask if you contact or reached out to the coach first. But feel free to reach out to me if there's a situation that you feel that is a safety issue or something that has not been resolved after going to the coach. Parents, please do not send me anonymous letters. We've received these in the past. I just ask that if you send me any communications, and if there's an issue that you feel is a safety concern, please let me know and contact me personally. Code of conduct. We hold our student athletes to a higher standard than a normal ed student. We ask that you please read through the student handbook, which your son or daughter will receive. Know all the policies, especially for extracurricular activities. Always make good decisions, student athletes. That means on and off the field. Examples that I see that are violations to the code of conduct include attending parties where there's drugs or alcohol. And it doesn't matter if you're partaking in that. If you are in attendance of a place where those items are, you are in violation of the code of conduct. Vaping, misuse of social media, saying bad things about somebody, another student, harassing somebody, saying bad things about a teacher, posting inappropriate photos or pics. Please make sure that you always use social media in a positive manner or don't use it at all. If you receive a suspension from school or receive a consequence from the police in the community, you may also receive an athletic consequence if you are in violation of any school consequences or violating the laws in the community. Academic eligibility, we hold our student athletes to a higher standard in regards to academics as well. All student athletes must be passing 5 classes in order to be eligible for competition. If an athlete is ineligible, they may still practice with the team, but we're going to make sure that they get the resources that they need to be successful. If your son or daughter continues to be on the ineligibility list, we will reach out to student services to get the counselors or the social workers or deans involved to making sure we can send them to a resource that will help them in the area that they're having issues with. And the last thing that I would like to talk to you about is our athletic boosters. Our athletic boosters are exceptional. They're a great group of parents that volunteer their time to fundraise for York Athletics. This year will be challenging for them as well to raise funds for our athletic programs during this time of the COVID situation, especially not having athletic events where there's no spectators. Ways that you can support the athletic boosters include hopefully attending the Green Scene in February, which is their #1 fundraiser event. We hope to have that at the end of February, that last Saturday. So mark your calendars and we'll keep you posted on that. And also buying York Booster apparel. Wearing green and supporting the York Dukes in the community is just a great thing. You can find apparel on the York Athletic website. The York Athletic Boosters have a link on there, and you can find that information there. Or there is a new way that you can find out York apparel, and that's going to Elmhurst Camera on Spring Road. The York Athletic Boosters have a corner in that shop, and it looks phenomenal. So please go check it out. Wear your green and white and support the Dukes. Go Dukes. Have a great athletic season. And again, my name's Rob Wagner. I'm the assistant principal for athletics, and I'm here to support you in any way we can. Take care and be safe.